The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor or Acting Vice Chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. We hope that you will enjoy this occasion. The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first onstage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor or Acting Vice Chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. We hope that you will enjoy this occasion. The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the chancellor, vice chancellor or acting vice chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. We hope that you will enjoy this occasion. The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the chancellor, vice chancellor, or acting vice chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat.
By virtue of the powers entrusted to me as Acting Vice-Chancellor, I constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to join us in silent prayer or meditation to give thanks to the achievement being celebrated on this occasion. You may be seated. Distinguished guests, graduandi, diplomandi, colleagues and cousins, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I will repeat. Distinguished guests, graduandi, diplomandi, colleagues and cousins, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. That is better. Graduandi and diplomandi, knock knock. Let me repeat because you don't know how to play the game. Graduandi and diplomandi, knock knock. Turn it in. I know graduandi and diplomandi are used to writing assignments. But after graduating tonight, you will be writing grocery list with citation and no more assignments. Ladies and gentlemen, I am both humbled and elevated by the honor and privilege to welcome you on behalf of the Chancellor, Dr. Thabo Mbeki, and the Chair of Council, Dr. Dan Musia, and the Principal and Vice Chancellor, Professor Puleng Ngabula, to this graduation ceremony this evening. Tonight, we are awarding 323 certificates in this ceremony. When you were studying that qualification and that PhD, you were thrown in the deep, often feeling alone because of the nature of our university. If you think swimming with dolphins is expensive, try swimming with the sharks. It costs an arm and a leg. Welcome to the University of South Africa, the University of the Land, which is at the summit of the Mackleneck Hill, the hill that most of you ascended literally, figuratively, and virtually in pursuit of knowledge. Hence, today you are sitting here and you have taken your seat in this graduation ceremony. You deserve a round of applause for that. The University of South Africa is one of the most recognizable landmarks that welcomes visitors to the Jacaranda city from the site of Johannesburg via Ben Schoeman and also from OR Tambo International Airport site via the R21. As you come from those sites, you may mistakenly thought that the spaceship is about to land and invade Pretoria. But that will be University of South Africa. And you can be disoriented and struggle to access the university because of that. Ladies and gentlemen, wait a minute. Although scientists have discovered that 99% of those who are told to hold their horses do not in fact have horses, I'm still saying hold your horses. The Principal and Vice Chancellor of the University of South Africa, Professor Puleng Ngabula, aka Mastene, after realizing that approximately 100 million net new jobs will be contingent on a massive global reskilling effort, raised a critical question. Is today's education system preparing our graduates for this new reality? We are now told that the fastest growing jobs will be in fields such as AI and machine learning, renewable energy engineering, cybersecurity, while clerical and secretarial jobs will decline. We have seen the war in the Middle East and in Ukraine fought in the sky. This tells us that the most sought after skill is a blend of high-tech and deep human capabilities, with analytical thinking topping the list, followed closely by big data expertise and the human-centric skills of resilience, flexibility, and agility. To respond to this, the Vice-Chancellor instituted and enabled the university to optimize the 10 catalytic niche areas. This approach aims to create the future-proof student. Students are encouraged to also develop and pitch real business ideas as early as possible. That is why, among others, the University of the Land, the University of South Africa, has acquired an experimental farm and a taxi rank for the planes, the airstrip, the airport, so that we can train Wumakesa to drive the planes and watch the space for more. So in the business world that is rapidly changing, your designation as a UNISA graduate shows you are up to date with the latest technology and technique. In a business world in which new jobs are increasingly competitive, as a UNISA graduate, you can demonstrate that you have acquired knowledge to lead change and deploy best practice. You should not be rigid and resistant to change. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not alone on the stage. I am with other professors. I overheard one of the graduands saying, "These are unpleasant professors who grade us too hard. They are always critical and always have something to say. Even if you are right and you write the weight school, they will criticize that you use the wrong O first, because they are always critical. They are not like a people in Zoom or Teams meeting where they say, nothing from my side, Chair. They always have something to say. The reality is that these men and women on the stage are critical of your work to enhance the quality, but not for gatekeeping. That's why you pass. That's why tonight you are celebrating. They help you to know that so that you are able to know when to put punctuation to your sentence. We don't put a comma when we are tired. Because a lack of punctuation in your sentence can change the meaning of the entire sentence. There are classical examples of that. For example, there is a cannibalistic difference between let's eat grandma or let's eat, comma, grandma. In the first case, you are inviting grandma to eat with you. In the second, you are suggesting that grandma become a meal. Or a questionable hobby. I love baking my family and my friends. Versus I love baking, comma, my family, comma, and my friends. Or a strange skill. We are going to learn to cut and paste kids. Versus we are going to learn to cut and paste, comma, kids. Or wild conservation. Stop clubbing baby seals versus stop clubbing, comma, baby seals. So there are 8 rules of a comma. I'm giving you a lesson tonight. Although the 9th rule is called an Oxford comma. We put comma to separate items in a series, to separate independent clauses, after introductory clauses or phrases, which in South Africa we call it Buthelezi rule. However, or to set off non-restrictive clauses, to set off oppositives to indicate direct addresses. We don't put a comma when we are tired or when we feel the sentence is too long. It should, however, be noted that the Generation Z skips punctuation in casual text, which extends to formal text, because to them, it conveys emotional tone rather than just grammar. An isolated period feels like a harsh digital dagger. Punctuation as an aggression, for example, ending a message with a period can signal coldness, annoyance, or finality. That is the Generation Z for you. Ladies and gentlemen, these men and women on the stage that I am introducing, representing the office of the registrar tonight, we have Professor Baloyi on behalf of the registrar. From the council, we have Ms. R. Maluleka. And from the College of Law, we have Dr. T. Ngoveni and Professor M. Matlobogwani. From College of Human Sciences, Dr. Sonepul, Professor Harima Sondo. And from College of Economics and Management Sciences, Dr. H.P. Mashele, College of Science, Engineering and Technology, Professor Musumi and Dr. Ramu Chacha Magweza. From College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, we have Professor N. Mapoli and Professor Takui. From College of Education, Professor Poshoko and Professor Dlamini. From College of Accounting Sciences, we've got Dr. M.T. Klongwani, and from College of Graduate School of Business Leadership, Professor Matli. And our organist tonight is Mr. Reiling, and the Chancellor's address will be delivered by Professor R. Christian from the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. We also have PhD graduates. We have men and women with red gowns. We have A. Chawarika, E. Monjwa, K. Namura, R. Desta, A. Kutema, O. Oluseye, O. Osigbo, A. Ainde, and F. Kesima. With their supervisors, Professor Takwi, Professor Ngole Jeme, Professor Andri, Professor Mativenege, Dr. Matakanye, Professor Magua, Dr. Ezema, and Professor Meyer. They deserve a round of applause. And Mr. Apiwe Dlamini, the former Secretary General of the National Student Representative Council, will receive his honors degree in international relations. He is accompanied by family and friends. Can we give him a round of applause? And as we express our gratitude tonight, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. Tonight is time to honor your hard work, dedication, and the significant milestone of completing your studies. And as I conclude my welcome address, where I come from, they say, Moeng aduta letsogo ga aji sa molemi. I don't know what it means. And when they say that, we respond by saying that we will make sure that Moeng ga a bone kgwedi. Ke polelo ya bomma wa nkwishisha. In the arts, there are various ways to capture a moment in time and space. Some capture it in movement, others in words, the wordsmith, some in sound, and others in brush strokes. Tonight, in this graduation ceremony, you will be capturing these moments using your cell phones. Please put the phones on silent or flight mode, and if they are old models that are powered by paraffin, please just switch them off. And tag us on a hashtag Circle of Excellence so that we trend together. Ladies and gentlemen, as I take leave from the podium, we request you not to leave the hall before the end of the ceremony, for we are recording this moment and the records will be archived. Imagine if you leave and you are captured, and eight generations down the line, looking at their ancestors leaving the room before the end of the occasion. You will definitely appear in the Madlanga Commission of that time. Enjoy this moment and the hospitality of the University of the Land. Most in the know and leadership are the product of this noble institution. Ululate if you can, but there is no award for the chant that lasts longer during this ceremony. I'm now going to request Professor Christian to deliver the Chancellor's address.
The Chancellor of the University, His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mbeki, Principal and Vice Chancellor of the University, Prof. Puleng Lenkabula, Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Executive Deans, Deputy Executive Deans, Directors, Chairs of Departments, fellow academics, parents, spouses, partners, family and friends of our graduates, and most importantly, UNISA graduates, class of 2026, good evening. It is an honor to address you today and share this amazing day with you. Let me start by wishing UNISA a happy 153rd birthday. I think that deserves a round of applause. Let me also congratulate the graduates. Indeed, your hard work has culminated in this momentous occasion. I had a long think over what I should speak about, so today I decided to share some advice with you. These are two valuable lessons I experienced in my career, and I wish I had known this when I entered the working world, but I had to figure this on my own. So the first lesson I learned in my career is that it is okay to fail, be unsuccessful, and be rejected. Now, I know this is paradoxical to speak about at a graduation, right? As all of you haven't gotten here today by failing, of course not. But as you step out of here today and enter the working world or go back to your careers, you will be faced with some form of failure and rejection at different levels, but just know that is okay. All of you have a vision of how your career will pan out. You are expecting to walk into your dream job with that first job application, and that job will come with that perfect salary. Some of you will be fortunate to land your perfect job on that first try. However, for the rest of you, it may take over a dozen job applications and many rejections before you get there. You may also get offered a position after 6 months to a year of trying, and that job that is offered to you may not be what you wanted. I remember being rejected and not being successful at many job applications. The rejection letters piled up, and back in my day, it was actual piles of letters that were posted to me and not email rejections that I couldn't see. I started to question myself and my qualification and thought about how many times I was failing at securing a job, or growing my current career or getting that promotion. There was a time when I couldn't get my perfect full-time job, so I settled for a part-time job, which entailed counting and weighing 600 worms a day. And I did this for a mere 3,000 Rand a month, while holding a master's salary. At the time, I was losing hope and wondered if this is what life holds for a master's graduate. But there was light at the end of the tunnel. I had gotten a permanent position that involved insects, and the only reason I got that job was because I had gained the past part-time experience in weighing the worms. Who would have thought? My advice is when you are offered something, don't ever think that any job is beneath you. And you will wait until that perfect job comes along. It may take a long time, and you may miss opportunities along the way. Sometimes that first job you are offered may open other doors for you because of that experience gained in that first job. So always be open to any opportunity that comes your way. One of the things I've learned from all of these experiences of being rejected is that it can actually be a good thing. Remember that a career does not move in a straight line. Life doesn't move in a straight line. There are moments when our lives are regularly punctuated by career crisis, there is family, financial situations, unhappy work environment, etc. That is okay. Life is never easy and smooth sailing. And probably most important of all is to remember that failure and rejection is not permanent, and it is not about you. It is not a judgment on you as a person. Look at each failure as bringing you one step closer to success. All of us sitting up here today haven't got here without rejection or some sort of disappointment in life. I saw a post on Instagram the other day that mentioned the first jobs of world leaders, and this got me thinking. President Narendra Modi of India used to sell tea. President Volodymyr Zelensky of Ukraine was a comedian and a dancer. Kamala Harris used to be a McDonald's fry cook. President Giorgia Meloni of France was a waitress. So what am I trying to say? All of us are not born with labels, and success does not happen overnight. We are who we are because of the decisions that we make and what we do with the opportunities presented to us, so keep persevering. This brings me to my second lesson, which is never stop learning. So I'm sure that many of you who are graduating tonight have this feeling of, I have passed my degree and I don't ever want to do another assignment or write another exam in my life. I am officially done studying. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Your learning doesn't end here tonight. This is only an important milestone in your lifelong learning. Ask yourself, what can I do better? Because no matter how perfect you think you are, there's always room for improvement. Always take every opportunity you are given and use it to your advantage, be it a part-time job or a short course that you feel that adds no value to your life. Think of every job or change in your career as a potential investment in yourself. Looking back on my career, I realized that every little experience I gained along the way added something different and valuable to my CV. There were times when I had to attend mandatory long, boring courses on how to use software packages or how to use statistical tools. At the time, I didn't see the point of this, as I was a PhD graduate who already knew everything. How wrong was I? In retrospect, it turned out to be that my degrees alone was not the all-encompassing factor that got me my new job or that promotion. But it was, in fact, due to the different skills development I had gained along the way. So learning is lifelong. In addition, I've realized that learning something new does not always entail expanding your knowledge in your field of expertise, but learning something different and thinking outside the box, and this kind of learning and thinking leads to creativity and innovativeness. Some of you leaving here today may have plans on embarking on a postgraduate degree or accepting a postdoctoral position, and this used to be a step towards becoming an expert in one highly specialized area. And there is nothing wrong with this. If specializing in a single field is not your calling, do not be afraid to explore beyond the traditional boundaries of your discipline. For example, if you decide with your science qualification that you want to study something in the accounting sciences field, it is okay to do this. This is what interdisciplinary research is all about. The future belongs not only to specialists, but also to those who can connect ideas across different fields. See opportunities where others see limitation and bring diverse knowledge together to solve complex problems. You can do and be many things and still thrive professionally. So my advice to you is to be innovative in your thinking and learning. It is okay to be a scientist who is interested in economics and politics, or a scientist who is interested in software development, or a scientist who is interested in business and management. It is okay to be a well-rounded or complex, multifaceted person who doesn't fit neatly into a box. In fact, you will be in high demand in whatever you do. I come from a generation known as a Gen Xers, where as children we played outside, engaged in games we made ourselves, a long time before the advent of gaming consoles. We had pen pals we found in the Sunday Times and wrote each other postcards. We couldn't coordinate meetup with friends instantaneously by text or WhatsApp. We didn't have the luxury of a mobile phone. If we told our friends we would meet them at the corner of a particular road or at the local shop at 3 p.m., we hoped they would be there and had no way to communicate with them if they didn't show up. On the other hand, majority of you graduating here tonight are a generation known as the Gen Zs, and you are a generation that has been exposed to the internet, social network, and mobile phones. You communicate with your friends through WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. Your generation is more tolerant to differences and considered to be the most technological infused and up-to-date demographic. I believe that due to you receiving your higher education in these times, all of you graduating here tonight, be it young or old, are the generation who are entering into a world where artificial intelligence, data science, biotechnology, automation, and digital technologies are reshaping every profession. You are leaving here today as the best prepared graduated generation thus far, and my encouragement to you is to think big when others are thinking small. But while you are busy doing all of this, always remember to build a life and not a resume. So with all of that said, I hope that I've imparted some valuable advice to you as you embark on your careers. Finally, I'd like to wish all of you graduating all the success wherever life takes you. Thank you.
Professor Christian reminds us of hope and the lifelong learning. Can we give her a round of applause? By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I shall now proceed to confer the degrees and diplomas of the university on the candidates whose name appear in the program. And I request the representatives of the colleges to present the candidates to me.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Admire Shawarika for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Prof. A. Tagwi, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis entitled Determinants of Biogas Adoption and its Impact on Livelihoods, Evidence from Domboshava, Zimbabwe, he examined the structural drivers of bioenergy adoption among livestock farmers and its implications for rural welfare outcomes. Through rigorous empirical inquiry, he identified pivotal conditions shaping bioenergy uptake and demonstrated its contribution to energy security, socioeconomic resilience, and greenhouse gas emission reduction. His research empirically demonstrates the potential of bioenergy to contribute to rural decarbonization while advancing climate-responsive development and just energy transition pathways in Africa.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Admire Chawarika for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Admire Chawarika.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Emily Matike Doya Monjoa for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request her supervisor, Professor Ngole Jeme, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis entitled Evaluation of Heavy Metals and Organic Compounds in Leachate and Soil Around Luipersvlei Landfill and the Health Implications on Informal Waste Reclaimers, Ms. Matike Doya Munjoa assessed the pollution potential of leachate from the landfill, profiled the organic compounds and heavy metals present in the leachate and surrounding soils, and evaluated the likelihood that informal waste reclaimers at the landfill may suffer from carcinogenic and non-carcinogenic risk in their lifetime due to metal exposure. Her findings indicate a potential lifetime non-carcinogenic risk from lead exposure and identify the landfill as a source of pollutants contributing to pressures on the novel entity's planetary boundary with implications for achieving Sustainable Development Goals 3, 6, 14, and 15.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Monjo Emily Matike Doya the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Monjoa Emily Matike Doya.
You can go. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Kejila Gemetesa Namura the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Just a minute. Let me start afresh. Correct. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Kejela Gemtasa Namura for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, who is the co-supervisor, Professor Tekana, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. Thank you.
In his thesis entitled Impact of Urban Expansion and Forced Eviction on Livelihood Security of Peri-Urban Farming Household in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, he assessed the extent of land expropriation and various factors influencing the sustainable livelihood security of evicted and non-evicted households. The study employed a mixed method design using logistic regressions, indices, focus group discussions, and interviews. The study revealed that non-evicted households exhibited higher sustainable livelihood security indices such as economic, social, land, and human capital security compared to evicted households. This research provides valuable insights for policymakers and urban planners in developing strategies that balances urban growth with preservation of agricultural livelihoods and community well-being. The candidate was supervised by Prof. Antwi and co-supervised by Professor Belete.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Kejele Gemtasa Namura the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Can I go?
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Kejela Kemtesa Namura.
Honorable Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Roman Negeo Desta for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I will now request her supervisor, Professor J.M. Matibenege, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis entitled Strategies to Enhance the Implementation of the Ethiopian National Guidelines for Cervical Cancer Screening Among Women in Ethiopia, she applied an explanatory sequential design to explore the implementation of the Ethiopian National Guidelines for Cervical Cancer Screening among women in Ethiopia by healthcare workers. The results revealed significant gaps in the implementation of the guidelines. She developed strategies to enhance the implementation of the guidelines through a Delphi technique approach. The candidate was supervised by Prof. Matibenege and co-supervised by Prof. Manyisa.
Mr. Honorable Acting Vice Chancellor, I have an honor to request you to confer on Roman Negeo Desta the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Roman Negeo Desta.
Honorable Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Adane Kebede Gudema for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I will now request his supervisor, Dr. Matakanye, to read the citation in support of the conferment.
In his thesis entitled Community-Based Health Insurance Uptake and Utilization of Healthcare in Ethiopia, he investigated factors influencing enrollment and healthcare utilization across 6 sub-cities of Shenga City, Oromia region, employing a convergent mixed method design guided by socio-ecological model. He integrated household quantitative and qualitative findings from diverse stakeholders. He discovered multi-level factors, including individual awareness, socioeconomic conditions, service quality, and institutional capacity. To address those challenges, he developed the comprehensive integrated CBHI uptake and utilization strategy, guided by socio-ecological model and evidence-based frameworks. This study contributes to advance universal health coverage and supports the attainment of SDG 3 in Ethiopia.
Honorable Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Adane Gebete Gudema the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Adane Kebete Kudema.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Abusede Helen Ayinde for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request her supervisor, Professor C. Meyer, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis entitled An Investigation into the Attitudes of Parents and Teachers on Reporting Child Abuse in Nigeria, she makes a valuable contribution to child protection and educational policy. By applying a rigorous mixed method approach within the Ubuntu theoretical framework, she illuminates the challenges parents and educators face in reporting child abuse and proposes contextually appropriate interventions. Her findings provide critical insights to strengthen reporting practices and inform policy reforms, thereby advancing the safeguarding of children in southwest Nigeria.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Abusede Helen Ayinde the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Abusede Helen Ayinde.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Fikadu Shermeka Kersima for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. In the absence of the supervisor, Professor M.J. Tawule, I will read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In his thesis entitled Lecturers' Experiences with Implementation of the Secondary School Teacher Education Curriculum in Selected Ethiopian Higher Education Institutions, Fikadu examined lecturers' experiences in implementing the curriculum. A mixed methods approach with concurrent triangulation design was used. Data were collected from core lecturers, pre-service teachers, and academic leaders. Findings showed that limited involvement in curriculum development, inadequate professional development, weak technology integration, and poor engagement with partner schools constrained implementation. The study recommends increased educator involvement, improved resources, continuous professional development, stronger school partnerships, and enhanced admission to strengthen curriculum implementation. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Fikadu Shermeka Kersima the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Fikadu Shermeka Kersima.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Christeline Fiolin Makir received the degree of Master of Commerce.
Honorable Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Mokadi Flora Matole received the degree of Master of Arts. Honorable Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Fube Luanga Bupe receives the degree of Master of Philosophy with distinction.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidate received the degree Master of Business Leadership. Nobuhle Kraya Lande. Paseka Jerry Muloi. Pindile Belina Ngema. Sekgokudu Tumisho Ezekiel Pogole. David Rwambiwa. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidate received the degree Master of Business Administration. Siyabonga Mzwandile Maliba, who's the UNISA staff member. Nyadzeni Novondo. Tabisile Qiniso Bridget Nkambule, graduate with a distinction. Johannes Sipanki Peto. Tsholofelo Gopolang Tselapedi.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours. Franz Kutsi, degree obtained with distinction. Zandile Samke Gule, degree obtained with distinction. Maxwell Henry Hatting. Prince Blessing Maulana. Jose Theophilus Moraba. Gudani Luvengo Mushatoni. Vugala Joseph Mutavasindi, degree obtained with distinction. Tisetso Chabane, degree obtained with distinction. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Technology Honours. Portia Lindiwe Tukani. Mpendulo Vilakati, degree obtained with distinction.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honours in the College of Law. Palesa Ivoni Mutsapi. Namsa Emma Mtsweni. Selina Zandile Chabalala.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. Andisa Wendy Kumalo. Sithandile Nokphila Mbatha. Sikolise Melapi. Uratile Petunia Mohlokwane. Kidiboni Matapelo Mutsepe obtained the degree with distinction. Purupezani Ramashia. Palesa Nametso Siketo. Nozipo Valerie Sibuye. Kwatiso Chabungwe. Rufuno Daphne Chobote.
Honorable Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honours. Tlholelo Lesego Bokhobelo. Ilse Dickinson. Apiwe Dlamini. He is also UNISA Council member. Shivutiso Sharon Mabasa. Lesego Ellis Makubela. Stand this. Sipiwe Daniel Marema. Inga Mkudwa. Simbarashe Elijah Mhlanga. You look beautiful, my daughter. Omuhle Mkandla. Thabo Raymond Mulife. Mariam Lungelo Ndlovu. Thank you, Mami. Samkelisiwe Nkosi. Mia Rogers. Hi, baby. Hi, my baby. Kuso Kyurapetsi Simenya with distinction. Lisandre Stoffberg. Tando Tabete. Honorable Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Information Science Honors. Don't go. Jeffrey Sitembiso Mtsweni. Okay. Mainamela Yulensa Silepe. I'm fine, my sweetheart. Lihlohonolo Victor Chabalala. Beautiful. Thank you, baby. Ellen Zwane.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honors. Alpha Ezekiel V. Kambudo Bento. Nyakalo Princess Hanti. Cecilia Namichukiri Tlatswayo. Khomelemo Zimela Khosiama. Tikane Glenn Koza. Susan Mavis Leonie Kaufman. Tebogo Michelle Koko. Sihludi Eunice Luhungane. Constance Lindeni Mabuza. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Nomthandazo Grace Mafu receives the degree with distinctions. Zinhle Makhalilema. Charity Matanga. Musibudi Flora Matlala. Khadifeli Angelina Matladisa. The staff member of the university, Leti Ntombi Mavungu. Michelle Marie Maybeck. Moeletsi Khopotso Moabelo. Bahedile Posia Mokhele. Lebohan Nonqeba Mokhele. Bonisile Nontando Msiza. Sianda Playboy Junior Mteto. Okay. Joel Mokodi. Pamela Matsidiso Nahinam. Just watch them. Zanele Nzakamandla. Nzakamandla. Sipesihle Ndwalani. Lefa Ramapuputla. Yes. Yes. Ofintse ngake obakeng Ramutibe. Tsepang Joy Siphetlo. Jan Josephus Smoke. Lesego Valerie Tau. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Administration Honours. Lungile Mahlangu. Precious Tembiso Nkosi. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Kudairo Opera Korovezai received the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in the College of Economics and Management Sciences, and the degree is obtained with distinctions.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Education Honours. Mekaila Becker Hazen. Kayakazi Bentwana. Andy Swaboniswa. Evelyn Elizabeth Matsidiso Chabedi. Kwena Eva Chauke. No Malungelo Kwele. Evelyn Buitumelo Dinake. Mina Tabile Dlamini. Nazira Ibrahim. Mpokwaba. Tesla Hapanyengwi. Busisiwe Poshia Kekana. Bibetse Eshla Khwete. Witness Mfunwa Khumalo. Kawoki Lisbeth Kwinika. Christopher Anthony Lay with a distinction. Nompumelelo Liapheka. Ipea Tia Litswalo. Khulufelo Lodi. Pilokazi Luko Ngolo with a distinction. Dorcas Ntomzodwa Mabena. Mfundo Colin Mabona. Johanna Landokuhle Mahlangu. Pokwane Lucia Mailula. Anaboniwe Majola. Tobile Makubo. Zandile Maluleke, Mukhayechi Constance Manamela, Nokthula Sizakele Manikwi, Pelagia Maruisa, Thandeka Chichonia Masango, Mamu Tlhagare Valentine Masemula, Ntabiseng Rejoice Masinya, Katlego Mina Mashaba, Khosigu Aletia Masuke, Bunolo Masitlako Chemina Matsele, Ketekile Khanyisile Mbatha, Funeka Mfazwe, Itumeleng Winnie Mutise, Masirule Mujela, Evidence Mutswasile Mukwane, okay. Katleho Pretty Mulebo, Mpho Prudence Mutsekedi, Thabo George Mutsuening with distinction, Kabisile Fortunate Msimango, Pearl Mtomen, Hlengiwe Mzimela, Vuyelwa Ngobo, Neliswa Sinamile Ngubane, Marinki Tamela Ntladi, Johanna Phumzile Ntuli, Siyabonga James Ntuli, Elizabeth Sibongile Phahla Muhlaka, Dipuo Lina Ramuba, Elizabeth Sianego, Koketso Bridget Sehunelo, Busisiwe Innocentia Sime, Daniel Koketso Shianga, Gugu Sidu, Mandla Emmanuel Simelane, Matsidiso Felicia Tlhagane with distinction. Trudy Tiena Fanel. Chantel Michelle Wagner. Hlengiwe Prudence Zwane.
Paragraph 54 first. 54. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Nompumelelo Nolwazi Buthelezi receives the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honours. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce: Katlego Khwadi, Simpiwe Senzeni Kanyema receives the degree with distinction. Hope Mulele. Angela Samekeliswe Nene. Manawa Pel Shai. Guguletu Ritumetsi Touche.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Accounting Sciences: Azra Abdul Ghaffar, Rulani Belishient Baloi, Nombulelo Sweetness Bottoman, Gina Elaine Gamini, Simamkele Madikane, Umphile Mahano, Rampolokeng Fortune Makeketa, Matume Poshia Makura, Greni Matou Masipa, Gift Mdala. Sinothile Tembeka Mdalose. Babalwa Mia. Lerato Jeanette Mukhwane. Wanda Thandi Musupya. Arif Muhammad. Msozi Joy Mwazi. Kimone Naidu. François Alan Nicholas. Undibile Emmanuel Poncho. Tepiso Didieli Khadebe. Umpile Sekharametso. Christo Soren. Victoria Stradom. Mutlanalo Kakni Tobejani. Maroti Miriam Tusaho. Shonisani Chikota. Maria Nomvula Kaba.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Laws. Nombuso Nonhlanhla Dorcas Hadebe. Ntombi Kaise Rhoda Mdluli. Sibongile Precious Mtsweni. Sindiswa Rulashe. Swang Perseverance Sejane. Greni Ponso Sibande. Pindile Zita. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Demis Kuman receives the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the College of Law. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receives the degree of Bachelor of Commerce in the College of Law. Khuthatso Mahlangu. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Patience Tutuza Masunyaneng obtains the degree with distinction. Machweni Mahlatsi Srumula.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Engineering. Thank you. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Science, Engineering and Technology. Elliot Chauke. Mahlobombane Chantel Kekana. Tumelo Faith Mudirapula. Sharon Kudzai Murambiwa. Stephanus Johannes Roos. Emil Nico van Rooyen.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Emmanuel Khosi Mahlangu receives the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Teku Tshwanelo Mulala receives the degree of Bachelor of Consumer Sciences.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Dora Lebogang Connie Mabatsela receives the degree of Bachelor of Social Work. And then just look at the... Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Liziwe Jadula receives the degree of Bachelor of Theology. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Ayanda Tsele. Ayesha Dorat. Mamasasa Nklapo. Michelle Makhadi Koko. Kiamogetswe Joanna Kopa. Lindiwe Christina Mahlangu. Machabalala Teresa Mofokeng. Maneo Patricia Scott. Linda Kule Alicia Zwane.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Education. Isabella Zamsile Dladla. Karen Jolie. Kotatso Prudence Kekani. Stembile Gunene. Ruzani Emily Lambani. Londiwe Punjiri Poshia Mahaye. Babalelo Mahusi. Mpo Gerald Malele. Tobezo Mashau. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Simpiwe Masina obtains the degree with distinction. Toriso Praise Mueto. Kitumeti Virginia Mukate. Nomfundo Ngolowa. Tandeka Promise Ntlabati. Naomi Gina Hondisa. Anthea Suzanne Paleman. Rosina Ramadimecha Sibanda. Toli Cynthia Skakane. Minenhle Lungile Tabetse. Sifiso Terence Shabalala. Tashrika Wazira Williams. Bongeka Ayanda Yini.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the diploma candidates will now be introduced to you. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Tsepo Mohale received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Accounting Sciences. Hlengiwe Qele. Mondi Lekhanyane. Sipho Lubisi. Killen Tyler Lyle. Innocentia Ntokeleng Makudu. Martineta Alice Manchika. Pumzile Felicia Masango. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Chilizi Hope Mbombi receives the diploma with a distinction. Eric Muzi Mhlongo. Busisiwe Mini. Mcebo Victor Nhleko. Anthony Khohlwane Phahlamohlake. Gladness Aluane Ratombo. Nhlamulo Eugenia Shibambo. Clara Shabangu. Lorraine Chezi. Kamu Moses Tsukutwani.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Yasin Ali Arel. Siabulela McNicholan Jani. Mweketi Elias Letone. Pelenomi Kahu Vanessa Lethaku. Patricia Lehasa Makwela. Serifaso Sharin Makwela. Utsile Malebu Matsei. Cynthia Lulama Muntongwana. Ikaheng Ngakani. Beatrice Sibongile Ngubani Ngwe. Lebohan Nancy Ntodi. Murendeni Rabuhale. Tinsalo Ebenezer Shibambo. Siabonga James Chabalala. Pindile Lucky Kego.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the postgraduate diploma in the College of Education. Yovashni Govenda. Sipiwe Mahlangu. Sharon Kimo Neilwe Mutiane with a distinction.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Masehu Happy Makgasela receives the diploma in the College of Human Sciences.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Lebogang Matilda Makuru receives the diploma in the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the diploma in the College of Law. Shanice Fazila, Africa. Louisa Maduba Ndou.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Lebu Rose Komani. Jacqueline Kente Mahlavula. Masape Tebogo Makwebila. Tobile Tebogo Mbata. Andile Ashley Mtungwa. Akona Goodness Mbungani. Sibuwe Prudence Patlani. Nombulelo Pelusa. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Tando Bonguwe Sibande receives the diploma with distinction.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Petunia Musana receives the diploma in the College of Education.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is an African saying that says, "Achter ons ook binne in die kraal." I don't know what it means, but you might have noticed that our last candidate got a diploma from education for the grade R teachers. Let us give her a round of applause. And her name is Teacher Petunia Musana. I'm told that sharing is caring. However, Nando's emphasized that self-care is important. Hence, you should get yourself a half chicken and chips, utule uti tu, so that you don't share. That is Nando's. But I'm saying, from UNISA, we are saying that you should get a UNISA degree or diploma and make noise. Inspiration without perspiration is desperation. Like the potent orange seed that becomes an orange tree, do not undermine your potential because you are the leader the world has been waiting for. Like a battery connected to its bulb, brighten the corner wherever you are. Do not take your talent, your knowledge, and your gift to the grave. For bagolo-golo ba boletše gore rutang bana ditaola le seena tšo badimo. Le ba botše ge di wele magorolela gore o ba di wele mperefere. Let us give them a round of applause. For now, I'm more interested in the red gown. And tonight they know that the tussle is worth the hustle. May I invite Dr. Chawarika to stand up. Dr. Monjwa, Dr. Kanamura, Dr. Desta, Dr. Kutema, Dr. Ainde, and Dr. Kersima. Tonight, I am privileged to be the first one to call them officially doctors. I know you have been calling them doctors, but officially to call them doctors. And ladies and gentlemen, you know, one of my former students came to me and registered for PhD, and he said to me, I want to change the world. After 3 years, he came, he said, no, I want to change the topic. You have been told that PhD takes 3 years to complete, and in the third year he was changing the topic. It takes 3 years to complete, but the first 5 years are difficult. So let us give them a round of applause. And you know, in my culture, it's not good to let the doctor stand for a long time. You may be seated. And let me also congratulate their supervisors, Professor Takwi, Professor Ngole Jeme, Professor Antwi, Professor Matiwe Neke, Dr. Matakanye, and Professor C. Meyer. And now I'm going to ask et al. To please stand up. They are not going to stand. I will ask the graduandi and diplomandi to please stand up. Thank you. I'm now going to request you to take out the certificate, because we might not, in some troops there are no certificates. To take out the certificate and wave to people that accompanied you here tonight. Thank you, thank you. And I know some didn't take the instruction properly. And I'm just wondering, how did they make it here tonight? You may be seated. I deliberately said et al., but you know the Latin way to what it means. I was saying the PhD and et al. But you have heard that the sky is the limit. But we are saying at UNISA, the sky is not the limit. It's just the motto of Mamelodi Sundowns. The limit is in yourself. So you should register again and attain the red gown so that you grow and be like them. And in Africa, wisdom wears many faces. Sometimes it comes dressed as humor, and other times it walks barefoot through the struggle of life. Life doesn't bend for the idle, for heavens themselves respond only to motion. The certificate you got tonight and the knowledge you obtained when you studied through us will open the sea for you. But you must stretch the staff like Moses. The certificate has the power to bring down the Jericho's walls, but you must march around the wall. Every miracle is tied to action. In the African wild, no creature survives by waiting. We know that the troop of ants march, the flock of birds rise early, and the rivers flow. But only stagnant water stinks. Many people waste years saying, when the time is right, I will register for my next qualification at UNISA. But the time will never be perfect. Waiting for perfect conditions is waiting for permission to fail. Van 8 Celcom Afstel. Procrastination is the thief of time. Life rewards those who start moving even when scared, uncertain, or broke. We know that Samson ran towards Goliath. David killed the lion. It doesn't matter, but David ran towards Goliath, not away from him. If you want change, run towards your fear. We should stop blaming our past or our pain or our background. The queen of country music reminds us in her sweet serenading melody that, take my hand and run with me out of the past called yesterday, and walk with me into the future of tomorrow. Yesterday must be forgotten, no looking back no matter what. There's nothing there but memories. For yesterday, today, and tomorrow, the time is always now. Indeed, every step forward, no matter how small, sends a signal to heaven. When you move, doors open. But as long as you sit still, heaven watches in silence. Some things will never move in your favor until you make a move yourself. Your destiny is calling you, but it is not coming to you. The sliding door will not open for you until you make a movement. The sliding door stays closed until a human being makes a move. They then slide open, only for the human who is moving. The certificate you got today is a sliding door. If you don't move, you will start blaming the qualification, blaming the lecturer, blaming the university, and blaming everybody. But you should start moving. Until a human being makes a move, they then slide open, only for the human who is moving. The certificate, it is made out of a glass so you can see through the other side. You can see your destiny, your success, and the promised land. The sliding door will stay closed until you make that move. The academics here on stage can only show you the door. You are the one who has to walk through it. But you have to be like the proverbial shepherd who opens the kraal and the sheep follow to the graceland. Tonight, we are honoring your hard work, dedication, and the significant milestones of completing your studies. And we all know that the events like this have got the power to transform, the power to inspire, and the power to motivate, unlike any other event. I know most of you, when you get out of this hall, you are saying, I'm going to register for that next degree. But if you don't move, you will never register. It is your certificate. And in a business world of doing more with less, your designation as a UNISA graduate prepares you to understand many facets of your profession. And in a world where everyone wants instant success, patience has become the rarest form of strength. Yet, every great thing in life, be it growth, wisdom, love, and success, takes time. Even the sun doesn't rise in a hurry. It moves steadily, but it never fails to shine. Patience is not weakness, it is discipline. It is the art of trusting the process when results are invisible. The farmer doesn't dig up the seed early morning to check if it is growing. He waters it, he nurtures it, and waits because he knows time is part of the miracle. You were also patient in your studies, studying at your own pace, studying at your own time, some completing faster at the speed of Kasongo, while others taking long, as if Nelson Mandela had them in mind when he wrote Long Walk to Freedom. Impatience has made many people quit right before their breakthrough. The truth is, delay is not denial. Sometimes it is preparation. The best blessings come when you are strong enough to handle them. So when life slows you down, don't rush. Breathe. Keep waking. Keep believing. What is meant for you may not come fast, but it will come surely. African proverb says, however long the night, the dawn will break. And if you go to Limpopo over the weekends, tomorrow, there are many weddings there. You will hear one person who arrives late. I don't know what it means, but ladies and gentlemen, it is now that time when I should ask the diplomandi and graduandi whether they take UNISA to be their alma mater, to have and to hold from this day forward, and promise to honor, cherish, and respect as long as you both are alive. Now, UNISA is your alma mater, and you are its alumni. This covenant is unbreakable and unshakable. It is bound here on earth and in heaven. And those who think the bond can be broken, in other words, they should forever hold their peace. Because for life now, you will always be the alumni of the University of South Africa. Graduandi and diplomandi, further your studies with us and together we'll go far, so says African paremiology. For Henry Ford reckons, coming together is a beginning, staying together is a progress, and working together is a success. Indeed, one finger cannot lift a pebble. No individual can win a game by himself. Respect the work you do, but most importantly, have fun. Tonight when you get home, look into the mirror and say, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? The mirror will say, isn't it you, the graduandi and diplomandi? The phrase mirror, mirror on the wall is a misremembered line from the Disney movie Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The phrase is often associated with the idea of self-reflection and the quest for external validation, often in the context of beauty and or success. It is also used in home decor, particularly in hallways where mirrors can create a sense of space and light. Mirrors, with their ability to reflect and distort reality, have long held a captivating allure in the world. They serve as a powerful symbol, offering a glimpse into the depths of the human psyche, exploring themes of identity, self-perception, and the illustration of reality. It represented the duality of human nature, the struggle between the conscious and the unconscious, and the subconscious. It is a world within the world. Those who hear and don't act are like those who glance in the mirror, walk away, and 2 minutes later they have no idea who they are, what they look like. James 1, verse 23. I didn't hear any amen. Graduandi and diplomandi, we thank you for choosing the university that shapes futures in service of humanity. We also thank family members, friends, colleagues, cousins, ladies and gentlemen, for gracing this occasion. All good things come to an end. Our flight and ceremony is coming to an end as the cabin crew is now preparing us for landing. Ours is just to be aware of the overhead compartments as some luggage might have shifted. God sien South Africa. God bless South Africa. Mudzimu fatutsetsa Africa Chipembe. Hosi katekisa Africa Tsonga. Once again, congratulations and enjoy the celebration at your homes. It is Friday. I don't know what happens on Fridays. But if you are happy and you really, really know that you are happy and you want to show it, give me a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, after this announcement, I would like you to rise for the singing of the national anthem, the words of which are to be found on the last page of the program, and to remain standing after the anthem to enable me to dissolve the congregation. You are also requested to remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall. You may rise. By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.